Listen to Joy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
Today is April 24th. We're on pages 46 and 47. It's the culture article, and our story today is called The Loveliest Flower in Thailand.Yeah,
又到了我们文化之窗的单元咯。我们今天要介绍的这个主题呢，是大家其实在日常生活中，在台北啦，可以看得到的一种花，叫做阿伯勒。像我自己知道的话，像在台大的那个长兴街那边，台大学生宿舍那边哦，有时候骑车经过的时候，都有机会看到那种黄黄的、很漂亮、很漂亮的阿伯勒。当然，你有机会被那个阿伯勒的果实那一根长长硬硬的，它如果掉下来会打到头。我知道我被打过一次啦，我觉得还蛮幸运的，反正不是椰子就还好。OK， 那我们今天要介绍的这个主题呢，它这边提到的这个英文标题是 The Loveliest Flower in Thailand， 它居然也是泰国的国花。那我们今天赶快来看看这个神奇的内容吧。
The loveliest flower in Thailand.In 2001, Cassia fistula Lin was officially named Thailand's national flower. This bright yellow flower grows on trees that are named Cassia fistula, C. fistula. You can see them throughout the country and in several nearby nations as well. Some people call the plant golden shower tree because the flowers grow in small groups and fall gently from branches like raindrops.C. fistula is also known as Ratchafruit, which translates to royal tree. The flower of it is connected to one of Thailand's most respected leaders, the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej. In Thai culture, each day of the week is linked to a particular color. The king was born on a Monday, so the color yellow is related to him. The color yellow is also associated with Buddhism.Thailand's most widely practiced religion. C. fistula isn't prized only for its beauty. It also plays an important role in traditional Thai and Indian medicine. It was nicknamed a disease killer in ancient medical texts and can be used effectively as a laxative. The best time to observe C. fistula in Thailand is from March to May.The flowers begin to bloom at the end of the cool season in February and form a beautiful yellow background along the sides of the roads through the hot summer months.
All right, friends, before we begin paragraph 1, let's look at our subtitle. This lovable plant is highly important to Thailand.
我们来先看一下副标题，他说 This lovable plant 当然指的是植物咯 is highly important to Thailand 好，对于这个泰国来说是非常非常重要的 highly important to somebody or to a country.
So we have these two words. Our title says loveliest, and then we have lovable. So lovely and lovable. 有差吗? Yeah, a little bit. When something is lovely, we just think it's nice.When something is lovable, you kind of want to hug it and kiss it. Think of like a puppy dog or a kitten. Usually we don't talk about flowers and plants as lovable, but I think if we say the loveliest flower, this lovely plant, it sounds and looks very boring in English. We always like to use a big variety. 很丰富. You want lots of different words.So I think the author changed this because it's too similar.
没错，所以在这里的话，我们通常提到 lovely 或者是外貌，觉得很漂亮，很可爱。但是这个 lovable 感觉像是你很想要抱抱它。所以说今天如果说今天是一个小 puppy， 是这个小猫小狗啊，小狗狗，然后你觉得It's lovely， 好可爱哦。It's lovable 就是很想，你好想把它抓住这样，用力这样子抱它一下。
Yeah, when I see Anthony's wife, I'll say she's lovely. I won't say she's lovable. I just see Anthony's wife.
No, please don't.
Chris, don't do that.
Bad,
Chris. All right, yes.
Okay.
So, and just like you said, there are a lot of these lovely flowers in Thailand, right? And in my old neighborhood, they were very beautiful. I come from a cold place, and so our flowers and plants are very different from Taiwan. And I am interested in nature, in 自然, in science, and I like to look at flowers. I really do like to look at them closely. And I noticed these flowers for a long time. And this is a beautiful tree.
没错，真的是。老师呢，他本身是来自美国的水牛城那边地方，天气比较冷。
It's cold.
非常非常冷，超冷。大概一年里头有大概9个月都是冷的哦。所以他那边所看到的植物跟我们台湾所看到的植物会很不一样。然后常常老师会看到这些我们台湾那些植物，哇，好漂亮，好美。
And I saw this and I thought this was like, wow, this is really beautiful. But those long pods.Kind of ugly that time. All right. Anyways, let's go to our paragraph. In 2001, Cassia fistula Lin was officially named Thailand's national flower.
好，我们最开始的第一句话，他就先告诉你了。好，在2001年的时候呢 ，Cassia fistula Lin， 好，就是指我们阿伯勒，我们的主角，对不对 ？Was officially named Thailand's national flower. National flower 就是国花的意思。Officially 就是好被正式的 named 好被命名好变成说好我们被选定了好我们选定它阿伯勒就是泰国的国花这样的一个意思。
Okay, we're going to practice this word right now. I'll say it and then you can say it. Say it out loud. Say it with your mouth. It'll be better practice. So again, I say it and then you say it. You can help me, okay? So Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
Okay, you'll feel a little more confident if you practice saying it. Let's continue. This bright yellow flower grows on trees that are named Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
And in the article, you're going to see we write C fistula.
C fistula 就是 Cassia fistula 它的缩写哦。所以第二句话来说 ，This bright yellow flower 好，这个很漂亮亮黄色的这个花呢 ，grows on trees that are named
Cassia fistula.
There you go， 它叫的名字就叫阿伯勒。
That's right. And also, I noticed when I said Cassia fistula.You said your voice a little bit like me.
Yeah. I tried to mimic your sound.
You were like making fun of me.
No, I'm not making fun of you.
Okay. Let's continue. You can see them throughout the country and in several nearby nations as well.
好，下面这句话就说了 ，You can see them throughout the country and in several nearby nations as well. 你可以事实上呢，在全国，可能泰国都可以有机会看到。Throughout the country 就在泰国很多地方都会看到阿伯勒，而且呢 in several nearby nations as well 在泰国附近的这些国家呢也有机会看到阿伯勒，在台湾其实也有哦。
What can you see throughout the country and in several nearby countries as well? Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
Very nice. Some people call the plant golden shower tree because the flowers grow in small groups.And fall gently from branches like raindrops.
他们甚至还有另外一个别名哦。Some people call the plant golden shower tree. 好，他把它叫做这种黄金雨一样哦。那个 shower 的话，就是指那个我们讲 take a shower 不是淋浴吗？这个 shower 指的是阵雨的意思。好，黄金的阵雨树。好。Because the flowers grow in small groups, 好像小一丛一丛的这种感觉 and fall gently from branches like raindrops. 它呢在这个树枝的枝芽之间这样垂着，好，轻轻的这样垂着，感觉很像雨滴一般的，所以有一个非常美的称呼叫做黄金雨。
Now, just like Anthony said, a shower, of course, is what you take at night or in the morning to be clean.But also a very light rain is called a shower. And I think when they call it golden shower tree, I think it's about the rain, not the like in the morning at night thing you do to be clean.
That's right.
All right, with that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got more about Cassia fistula.All right, friends, welcome back to paragraph 2. We're talking about the loveliest flower in Thailand called Cassia fistula.
Cassia fistula.
And today's article is a little bit like our article from a few months ago. Was it 字母哥? Yanis Antete-kompo.
That's right.
There's some tough words here, but don't let that scare you if you have trouble saying Cassia fistula or any of the other nouns in here. It's okay. Practice them. but focus on the sentences and grammar. That's really the most important part.
没错，所以这些难字可能不好发音，没有关系，千万不要因为被这些字给吓倒了哦。你可以稍微就练习一下，然后其他的部分重要的我们吸收起来。
All right, let's begin. C. fistula is also known as retrofruit, which translates to royal tree.
好，我们现在就知道了。好，在第二段第一句话会告诉你说 C. fistula 就是 cassia fistula 它的缩写哦。It's also known as retrofruit.
Retrofruit. It's a tough word.
Retrofruit. 好，这个意思呢 ，which translates to royal tree. 好，就是皇家之树。
I had a friend in college that was from Thailand, and her name was so long. We just talked about Yanni's Antetokounmpo, Tsimuga,
Right.
And her name was longer than his name. I remember her name was humongous. So do you know what she liked us to call her? Iris.
Iris.
It was only 4 letters. But her name was so long. It had to be like 30 letters long. It was humongous.
OK. 然后老师之前有一个泰国的同学还是朋友
She was my同学 but 朋友 also.
OK.
She's really nice and friendly.
他的那个名字非常的长，但是大家都叫他 Iris。好，他可能自己的名字这样就变得简单很多，只有4个字母，不然他那个名字的话好像有30几个字母那么长。
I think my name is ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUVXYZ.You could call me Iris. It was really long.
好好笑哦。
Yeah, so I think Thailand names are really long. Thai names are really long. Okay, so we have C. fistula, cassia fistula, or ratchafruit. Let's continue to our next sentence. The flower of it is connected to one of Thailand's most respected leaders, the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej.
好，我们来看这句话哦。这句话他说 ，the flower of it， 好，阿伯勒的花呢 ，is connected to one of Thailand's most respected leaders。啊，它是跟什么有关呢？是跟泰国非常非常备受尊崇的一个这个领袖们其中之一有关。好，这个领袖呢是 the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej。好，就是我们的泰王普美蓬。
So again, don't be afraid of these names. It's okay. Pay attention to the grammar. Respected is a great word. So there's another way we can talk about to be respected, and that's beloved. Now, beloved actually is really easy. 就是 be 跟 love 加 ed 在一起， but 它的发音会变比较不一样。So it's to be beloved. 这个 ed 会发一个短 id, not beloved, but beloved.
没有错，在这边的话呢，你可以说 most respected， 对不对？在这边的话，指的意思是很受到大家推崇的这个领袖。那你看，你可以用另外老师刚刚讲的 to be loved， 就是被大家 beloved， 好，就是指那种被大家喜爱的。
So okay, again we have cassia fistula, ratchafruit, and then we have Bhumibol Adulyadej. Feel free to practice them.
That's right.
Let's go. In Thai culture, each day of the week is linked to a particular color.
好，在泰国文化里面 ，in Thai culture，each day of the week， 好，每周呢，没有星期一到星期天，对不对？每一天呢 is linked to a particular color， 都有被赋予一个颜色。Okay.
The king was born on a Monday, so the color yellow is related to him.
好，所以呢，这个王呢，泰王普美蓬呢，当初是在星期一出生的。而星期一所对应的颜色 ，so the color yellow is related to him， 它是黄色，那刚好也会跟泰王普美蓬联想在一起。
Okay, pick up your pencil. Let's underline was born on. So we know just 你没有自己生出来 right? Like you need help. So was born, were born. 而且当日 we want to say on. Okay, born on. Somebody was born on a Monday.
没错，在这边的话，我们用 on 来搭配日期，那还会用 was born on 一个日期。
You can be born to somebody. So this child was born to Antony and his wife.
啊，没错，所以这里的话，如果你用 born 在这边的话，如果后面接的是 to， 后面接的就是你的双亲啊，是谁跟谁的孩子。
Okay, let's continue. The color yellow is also associated with Buddhism, Thailand's most widely practiced religion.
好， 再来告诉你说 the color yellow 这个黄色这个颜色呢 is also associated with Buddhism 就是佛教的意思，在这个泰国的话，80%-90%的人都是相信佛教的非常非常 it's the dominant religion in Thailand。好，在这边还有讲到说 Thailand's most widely practiced religion 就是宗教 widely practiced 就是被大家所信仰的这样的一个宗教。
We could also say widely followed religion. We know follow because you follow people on Instagram, IG, or YouTube.
没错。
All right, and with that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got more Cassia Fistula. Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're talking about the loveliest flower in Thailand. I think in Taiwan also. It's really beautiful.
没错。
So we're talking about Cassia Fistula.
Yeah, 阿伯勒 Cassia Fistula.
See, fistula isn't prized only for its beauty. It also plays an important role in traditional Thai and Indian medicine.
好，我们来看一下这一段的这句话，他说 Cassia fistula or C fistula isn't prized only for its beauty. 这边的 prized 意思就是指这种被大家喜爱、被大家珍惜，好，会觉得那种感觉就是不只是因为它美，所以被大家重视，好那样的感觉。
That's funny. I write on my paper, I also wrote prized, liked, loved. Just like you said, the same words. So there you go. Pick up your pencil and look at prized. Write down liked, loved. Those are great synonyms here. 同义词。
没错，它后面这句话说 It also plays an important role 也扮演了重要的角色 in traditional Thai and Indian medicine 在医学的部分，好，就是在不管是泰国的医学啦，好，还有这个 Indian 好的印度啦，他们都有这种医药方面的用途哦，所以不只是美而已，还真的很实用。
It was nicknamed a disease killer in ancient medical texts and can be used effectively as a laxative.
好，他告诉你说了 It was nicknamed 它有一个小名还有一个昵称叫做 a disease killer 就是疾病杀手 in ancient medical texts 就是这个 texts 就是指那种在古代的这种文献，尤其是这种跟医学相关的文献典籍里面，他就说这个可以杀菌，对不对？可以杀掉病菌。好 ，a disease killer and can be used effectively。你可以说 effectively or effectively 都可以，很有效的可以被运用 as a laxative。laxative 就是泻药的意思，把你肠胃里面不干净的东西通通请出去。
It makes you poop a lot. So let's practice the vocabulary. There's some tough words here. And pick up your pencil so you can write down the tricky parts. It was nicknamed. ED 发 D. 谁少来一个 D? A disease killer in ancient. CI 发 CH. 谁少来一个 CH? Ancient. Medical. JYAL. So this is an adjective. And then texts. Texts is pretty tricky for a lot of people. You know your school book is called your textbook, not your test book, textbook.
它那个 x 那个声音
sorry, please.
它那个 text 那个 k 跟 s 的声音要多练习的话，嘴巴口腔才会能够做得很精准。
That's right. Also, effectively as a laxative.
Laxative 就是泻药哦。
Also, I heard that you can take the pods, that's the long brown things that they hit you in the head. Like you can open them up and you take that medicine, you make it medicine, and then you can rub it on your zits, Z-I-T-S, or pimples. Pimples 你的痘痘
啊，没错。所以如果今天你那个阿伯勒不是有果荚果实吗？弄开之后它里面就有黏黏的东西吗？你把它弄成药之后，可以涂在你的痘痘上面，听说可以会治愈你的痘痘哦。
I don't know if that's true though, so please don't just like go.
不要尝试。
Like Chris said, don't do that, okay? I'm teaching you fun facts. Okay, with that, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we got the final paragraph. Hey friends, we're back with more Enjoy English School. We're on pages 46 and 47. We're talking about Cassia Fistula.
Cassia Fistula, 阿伯勒。
And Anthony, I heard something. You need to help me. So you were a teacher at NTNU, right?
That's right. 我在师大教书。
That's right. And I heard that they used the golden shower tree or cassia fistula as like their flower because it looks like the whip they used to beat students with.
啊，我好像有听过这种说法哎。之前我在师大教书嘛，然后呢，他们就讲说阿伯勒呢也是我们师大也可以看得到的花。然后他们讲说那个阿伯勒那个果荚有没有很长一根，就像那个教鞭一样，像棍子一样来打的。我自己是被那个老天打过了，就是他那个东西掉下来打到我头上，但是我们学校的老师好像没有实际用那个东西来打学生。
Oh, really? But 我听说不一样。
听说不一样。
Right. 我听说 Anthony, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Cassia fistula, boom, boom. No, of course I'm joking. I had heard this and I said, I have to ask Anthony. So, all right, that's funny. That's a common story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay,
let's continue with our paragraph about Cassia fistula.
Yeah, cassia fistula.
The best time to observe C. fistula in Thailand is from March to May.
好，现在告诉你说什么时候去赏阿伯勒是最适合的呢？他说 The best time to observe C. fistula in Thailand is from March to May. 如果要在泰国去欣赏或是观赏阿伯勒的话呢，你最好是从3月或是到5月这段时间好去看是最适合的咯。
When we observe something, we watch it carefully. So maybe you're very sick and the doctors say, we don't want you to go home. We want you to stay at the hospital for observations. That means we don't know what the problem is. We want to watch you more carefully, more closely. We want to observe you.
就是留院观察，对不对？你还不能出院。Observe 就是 watch something closely， 就仔细的去看看，哎，观察一下。在这边当然指的是观赏的意思。
That's right, because we also mean to look a little more carefully here, though, really, because we can just see the flowers, S-E-E, like, oh, look, okay. But really, like, this is beautiful. And you look at them and you admire their beauty, how lovely they are. So you spend more time than maybe you usually would.
Yeah, 没错。所以这时候我们用 observe 这个词，感觉有静静的欣赏，看它的细节这样的感觉。
All right, the flowers begin to bloom at the end of the cool season in February and form a beautiful yellow background along the sides of the roads through the hot summer months.
好，接下来我们来看这句话咯。他讲到说，好，他说 The flowers begin to bloom. 好，这个 bloom 就是开花的意思。At the end of the cool season in February. 好，这边的话是讲2月快要结束的时候，那种凉凉的这种季节，对不对？然后它就开始准备开花。And form a beautiful yellow background, 它就会形成一个非常美丽的黄色的这种背景 along the sides of the roads. 好 ，through the hot summer month. 好，到了这个夏季的时候，你会看到这个路旁呢都开了很多很多黄色的这样的黄色背景的这种阿伯勒，在这边看起来非常的美。
All right, and with that, let's take another quick break before we begin vocabulary review. All right, friends, it's time for vocab review. Our first word today is officially.
Officially 就是正式地做什么？那我们在这边的话是2001年，好，泰国正式的把这个阿伯勒命名为他们的国花。
All right, let's look at number 2. This word can be tricky. Throughout.
Throughout 就是整个 throughout the country 就是遍布全国的感觉。
Always be careful of O-U-G-H. Its pronunciation can be tricky. Throughout. Number 3, a branch.
Branch 就是树的那个分支，枝芽叫做 branch.
Number 4, to translate to.
To translate to 就是代表能够用同样的方式说就是什么什么东西。Translate to 后面接着另外一种同样的说法。
Number 5, practice or to practice.
Practice or to practice， 在这边的话呢，他想说这个佛教呢是大家最为信仰的这种宗教，在这里的话是 the most practiced religion， 这边的话是当动词使用，但是你也可以说什么东西是一个 practice 固定的做法。
Right. Number 6 is effectively.
Effectively 就是有效地。
All right. Number 7, to observe.
observe 就是指去观察什么东西。
And number 8, background.
Background 就是背景的意思。
Just like on your cell phone. Okay, and that's it. That's our story about Cassia Fistula.
Cassia Fistula.
Tell us if you like Cassia Fistula in the comments. And for Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.